Hello everyone, in this video we're going to explain how to create this router to MP3 downloader. So this is the GUI. So if you have been following the series, you should be able to create this user interface easily. So here we add a link and then press add. Let me add a link. Let's go to the code. For debugging purposes, I created a special button which is hidden right now. If I press add, as you can see, you get the title of the video here, and you start downloading. You will download it as an MP3. You can also remove it. For downloading, I use the YouTube DL package, so just need to pip install YouTube DL. And I created a class called convert to MP3, and it has two methods. First one, its purpose is to get the video title, and the second one is to start downloading. So in the download details here, you can see that we get the video info and the video title. This is the name of the video, which is the video title plus .mp3. And in options, we have the format. We want the best quality, best audio quality. The video, we don't want to keep it. And this is the output. The output is file name. We can also include a folder here if you want to. And here it starts download with these two lines of code. And here in the GUI, as usual, we import the PySimpleGUI as SG. We imported the YouTube DL, the class, which is converted to MP3, and also threads. So I used thread because if you press on a button, the button will freeze. And I created here a button for testing. So let's close this one and let's say visible to true. When I click testing, you will see that it's going to freeze. As you can see, it's button down until it gets the data. Then it will be a button up event. So we have here 3 items. We can remove it, as you can see. When we select an item, it gets selected here. As you can see, I printed the values and the event. This is the event, and this one is the value. So because I selected reduce is selected. So and by this value we use to remove the item. Now so you will be able to create the layout easily because the layout is simple. We have URLs dictionary. The keys are going to be the URLs because URLs are unique. And the values of the titles, each URL with its title. Created an object, download object from the convert to MP3, and this is the window. I created also the icon, as you can see here, the icon of the window. So here with the while loop, printed the event and read. This is something simple. And when we press an add and make sure that there is a value, when we press add, we want to make sure there is a URL here in order to proceed with the code. So here we have the thread. It has 2 parameters: target, which is a function add URL, which is this one, add URL. The parameter and the argument is active, which is this one, and arguments accept a tuple. That's why I added a comma here to indicate that it's the tuple. So the active here, it works for in case the link isn't valid. So we have a try and except if we get an exception because we added some gibberish, for example this one, and let's press add. As you can see, it doesn't work. We didn't get an exception on anything, hopefully, because we caught that exception is this exception. So we made the active false, so it will not proceed. And this line that cleaned the input here. If I do it again, press add, as you can see, this line cleaned that input. Okay, let's go to remove. So first we make sure that when we press the remove button, we want to make sure that an item is selected, as we saw earlier. And if there is an item selected, we're going to loop through the URLs. We're going to get key and value and check if the value is equal to the item that we selected. If it is, so we're going to delete the URL's key. and then break and then update the URLs.values. So we're going to update the titles here. If I press remove, as you can see, it removed it and also updated the URLs values. And when you press download, first we want to check that we have an item in the URLs dictionary. We want to make sure that there is an item there. And then if there is at least one item, we're going to loop by the keys, because the keys contain the links. And we give a thread, because if we don't give it a thread, when we press download, so the button will freeze until it finishes download to see the event button up. By using threads, it will download all the files that are inside the list box. If, for example, there are 3 here, 3 files that you want to download are going to start all at the same time. It's going to be downloaded in parallel. And daemon is equal true here means that when the thread takes a little bit of time, takes some time, so it's better to set daemon to true. And at the end, this is a testing button that I added, which is this one, the testing button. So when you press testing button, you will see 3 items here. And that's how it was made. And you will see the source code in the description below.